why did you decide after leaving Tiny Pulse to kind of be the entrepreneur and start your own company as opposed to joining another team?
Yeah. If you look, I think I've always kind of been an entrepreneur at heart. So you couldn't tell that by looking at my resume because I was at Microsoft for 10 years. But I always sought out kind of entrepreneur type roles within Microsoft. So teams that were emerging, new projects. So I've always kind of had that. Really enjoyed the starting from zero, getting from zero to one. So I had that in mind, and I was trying to be planful about how I got to that goal. So I took the job at Tiny Pulse. They obviously weren't at zero. They had been around for a while when I joined, and were getting really good traction. But it was a good way for me to kind of dip my toe in, understand kind of how startups work. And then eventually go out and do my own thing. So I think it's if you talk to my friends, they'd probably say I've been talking about this for like 10 years, but about starting my own company. So it's always kind of been an ambition of mine.
Hmm. And so how is it different now that you're a business owner from when you were an employee? I mean, if you maybe compare it all the way back to when you were at Microsoft, it sounds like that was more kind of classic working on a team as an employee. What are the differences in terms of challenges or benefits?
Yeah, I mean, I think one challenge is you don't have that kind of clout, so it's harder to get meetings with customers, to get conference speaking engagements. So I think at Microsoft a lot of that was fed to you. You kind of had that infrastructure and that brand. So here you're starting from scratch. We do find that from a customer standpoint, a lot of customers actually like working with a scrappy startup that is going to be there in person, walk through their problems with them, and not somebody that they never have time with. So I think kind of playing to the strengths we do have, which is we're small, so we can move fast. We can really make sure we're really delighting our customers, and not having customers be lost in a sea of thousands of other clients. So I think, yeah, servicing customers is something that I found we have advantages in as a small company. Getting customers and having the brand value is something that we don't have as much here, of course, as I did at Microsoft.
Yeah, makes sense. That reminds me, in my days when I was a manager at PricewaterhouseCoopers in a small city like Portland,
Yep.
that was the sensibility was, well, if I call up the accounting department of any particular company in town, I'm likely to get through, and I'm likely to be able to get a lunch or a coffee or something on the calendar, particularly if I'm setting it up for one of our partners at the firm or whatever. And then after leaving that and working with being a partner in a smaller local public accounting firm, and then now in my consulting business as it is, yeah, I feel that exact same thing. It's like it's not a slam dunk that you can get in front of the people that you want to get in front of. There's a little more work to it. So I totally understand that. Yeah.